Anyway, right, let's see how we get on then in qualifying for race 2 of the weekend. Let's try a medium front. Let's see how we get on with this package. I want to try and get to the 122s in qualifying, even though you win at the slowest possible pace. Even though we're not winning, we're qualifying at the moment. So let's see how we get on then as we go through the Clark curve. Who's that up ahead of us? There we go. Finally nailed that line as we go in towards Paddock Hill Bend for the first time for this qualifying session. It's Davey Todd just up ahead of us on the 810 Racing BMW. Into Drew as we go. Just run slightly wide. Well, bit of back brake. Hit a late apex. Fire it down towards Graham Hill Bend. That's quite a competitive sector 1. I run on the green and that gives us a 10th penalty. Oh my goodness gracious, nearly on the grass. As we go in towards Surtees, let's get on that power and the grass. Of course we do. Down towards Hawthorne then. This has not been a tidy lap whatsoever. We did a low 123 to get us on pole position for the first race. Whoa! So let's see if we can do another low 123. That should be okay for pole with a bit of luck. Into the Sheen curve then. Just closing the gap up to Toddy up ahead. 101.8. I think that's probably one of my fastest sector times of the weekend. Down towards the Clark curve then. Look at that. Just take chunks of time that out of Davey Todd. We've got Luke Hedger up ahead. Here we go then. What's the time going to be as we cross the line? It's a 122.533. So qualifying is now complete here at Brands Hatch for race 2. And it is ourselves on pole position ahead of Davey Todd with a good lap there, 123.985. Roy Skinner will round out row number 1. Lee Jackson, Tommy Bridewell, Charlie Nesbitt on row 2. Luke Hedger, Storm Stacey, Kyle Ride on row 3. Good to see Kyle up inside that top 10. Josh Brooks, Leon Haslam and Danny Kent will round out row number 4. So, ladies and gents, it's overcast here. 7 laps of the Brands Hatch GP circuit. And we're about to get underway. Oh, we've not even got setup on. Let's put the base setting on. Let's get that put on. Right, let's just alter it. Oh, wow, is that why I've been struggling so much? We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Right. ABS on 1 and 2. Yeah, that's cool. Right, here we go then. 7 laps of Brands Hatch GP. Let's go. Right, so I'll use 2 traction to get us off the line, and let's see how we get on from here on in. Well, red lights are on, revs are up, and we're underway. Toddy got a fantastic start then as we head in towards Paddock Hill, round the outside. And we do take the lead back from Davey Todd. He's going to try and go around the outside of us as we run up towards Druids now on the first lap of this one. And we do manage just to hang on to the lead. Right, now it's all about settling down, get into a rhythm. And let's try and make this pole position count. Through Graham Hill Bend then, we're going to go on the attack early on. Let's try and get a good gap. And then we'll just tone it down a bit later on in the race. Right, down towards Hawthorns then we go. Already 1.1 seconds clear of Davey Todd. That doesn't mean anything as we've seen in previous races. Whoa! Because things like that do happen very often when I'm at the wheel, but we're not at the wheel. Oh, using all the road there down through Diggledale up towards the Sheen curve we go. This has been quite a tidy lap from ourselves. Into Sterling's then. Power it. We'll use that curve as a berm as down towards the Clark curve and clearway section we now go. We run a bit wide there. That's okay. We will wind the power on nice and gently. Nearly 2-second advantage, 1.7 seconds as we cross the line to start lap 2 of 7. Down through Paddock Hill Bend then on the power nice and gradually up towards Druids then. Oh, very wide there at Druids. Well, we get away with that one as we go in towards Graham Hill Bend now for the second time of asking. in towards Surtees, then we'll try. Just keep doing what we're doing. Hey, maybe not. Oh, dearie me. Bit lively at the start of this race, but we've managed just to keep that advantage growing, which is what we need to be doing. We need to keep that advantage on the up as we go through Hawthorns, hard on the brakes in towards Westfield. I do feel like the bike has more pace underneath us, but oh, there we go. That's a big one. And we're off there through Dingledale, and that has now put us in a bit of a tricky position. We are down to 6th, but it's okay. The leaders are there, so it's all good. Look at that lot. We've got 4 riders scrapping it out there. Oh my god, not zero traction. Out front as we go down in towards the Clark Curve for the second time of asking. Well, that mistake has really cost us. The bike just got unsettled there through Dingledale, and that's really upset our rhythms. Go into Paddock Hill. We're going to go around the outside of Tommy Bridewell. No, we're not. We'll get on the power though, nice and early through Paddock Hill up towards Druids. Yes, we make that one stick. Right now we're up to P5. We've got Lee Jackson and Charlie Nesbitt up ahead of us. Oh, we hit the back of Jackson. Luckily, no one tipped off. Into Surtees, then we go. Looks like Davey Todd and Rory Skinner up ahead, having a good scrap for first. Onto the Grand Prix circuit we go, then we get a good run on Jacko into Hawthorn. Oh, bit of contact. Down the inside, run wide though. That's going to allow Lee Bob back underneath us. As we go through Dingledale. Oh, Lee Jackson hits us! That sends us wide. But we're okay. We've kept it on the track and 2 wheels. That's most important. Oh, right, down towards the Clark Curve we go then. A Master Mac Racing Honda up ahead of us. Oh, Charlie Nesbitt. As over the line we go to start lap 4 of 7 into Paddock Hill. Oh, Charlie there drifts out. And that just doesn't help us, but we get the run up towards Druids now. Yes, we'll take that position into Druids. Right, next up is our man Skinner. Let's see if we can not make contact in this one. Let's go into Graham Hill Bend then. So now we've got quite a group of us then battling for this lead. We'll see if we can just break Nesbitt on this lap. Onto the Grand Prix circuit we go then, out of Surtees. BMW, Ducati, Honda at the moment is the podium positions, and the manufacturers. Look at this, we're not doing brilliant lap times here, so we need to try and just up our pace ever so slightly. Ooh, that's going to get tight. Oh. It's a bit out of shape there, down through Dingledale into the Sheen curve we go one more time. I think our best opportunity is into the Clark curve. As look at that, David Todd again runs wide through Sterling's. We'll get the run now down towards the Clark curve. Oh, look at that! Didn't want to make the move there, but we'll have a look down the inside of Rory Skinner. Try not to make contact with the Scotsman. Oh, what we do is we go over the line to start lap 5 of 7. We'll make the move into Paddock Hill, but he'll come back down the inside of us and does retake P2 to go up towards Druids. There's contact again and again. Let's see then if we can maybe make a move into Graham Hill. We do indeed. That was a fantastic move from ourselves. And we do take P2, but Skinner will get the cut back on us in towards Surtees now. Let's see what he'll do. Oh, just pick that bike up there. We don't want any contact, which could take us out of this one. But we'll just clip the grass instead. As we go down towards Hawthorn. And we've lost a lot of time there with that mistake. Right, through Hawthorn now. We've really got to try and get past Skinner on this lap if we can. As we go into Westfield. Run a bit wide. Both Toddy and Skinner both having a slide through Westfield. Roy looks like he's going in a bit hot there into Sheen Curve. We certainly are. Right now protesting as we go into Sterling's. We go lap 5 of 7. Need to just be careful on the old tyre situation. into the clock, down the inside of Skinner again. We make contact again, and we will take the position through clear ways. He's going back at us though. Ducati versus Honda. Oh, that was forceful. But we'll break later than Rory into Paddock Hill Bend. And just about keep hold of that position, will we? As up towards Druids, I can hear the Ducati. Yes, we just keep hold of that one. Right, now our next target and final target is Davey Todd as we go down in towards Graham Hill Bend, trying to clip the curb, but we'll hit Davey instead. In towards 30, so we're just going to miss the first of the apex. We'll cut that back to a nice late apex onto the Grand Prix circuit then. We've got a good run out of Surtees. We'll pull to the inside. I don't want to hit Davey. Oh, he leads on us there. That didn't give us much option, but we managed just to get round that one. Right, into Westfield then we go. Penultimate lap of the second race here at Brands Hatch. Through Dingledale, up towards the sheet curve. Oh, I thought we were going to go into the back of Davey then. Just through sheet curve. We're going to have a look into Sterling's. We'll have a look. Of course we'll have a look. Oh, not quite going to make that one stick. I think maybe our best bet is down into Paddock Hill. Through the clock curve we go then. And through clearways onto the final lap of the second Superbike race here at Brands Hatch. We're going to have a look down the inside into Paddock Hill. Oh, that was sloppy. That was not good for ourselves. We pushed Davey wide there. So we didn't lose out too much time. As in towards Druids we go for the final time, the final lap. Oh, there's contact. Maybe there's a chance here. Oh, Davey positions the bike really well. There was contact again. And Rory Skinner is not too far behind here, so things get a bit tasty between ourselves and Toddy. He will be in the mix. We'll run that wide, cut it back to a late apex to fire it out onto the Grand Prix circuit. We get a good run. Here we go. Here comes the move. Then potentially into Hawthorns. Let's see if we're close enough. We are. We'll go for it into Hawthorns then. Half a lap to go. And Toddy's going to come back at us then in towards Westfield. We'll try and hang it round the outside. Oh, that's brave. Oh, Toddy then back down the inside of us. Through Dingledale. Oh, into the sheet curve. No, not going to happen. Right, into Sterling's now then. We've got to get the run out of here and maybe have a look into the clock curve. We got the drive. Down into the clock curve, then here we go. It's Hill and Hopkins all over again. Oh, we go down the inside. Toddy back underneath us. Who's going to get the drive then to the line? Neck and neck, but Davey Todd takes the win ahead of ourselves. What a race that was. Yeah, so here, let's have a watch of this back. So into Westfield, round the outside of Toddy. They just slammed the door shut. And up into the Shinko. Thought about it. I thought about it. At this point, I knew I had to get the run into the out Sterling's and down towards the Clark curve. I'm going to shut up for a sec. Right, so after a very intense race 2 here at Brands Hatch, Davey Todd just takes the win by 0.03 of a second ahead of ourselves, with Roy Skinner rounding out the podium finishers. Charlie Nesbitt in P4, Lee Jackson in 5th, Tommy Bridewell in 6th, it was Luke Hedger, Storm Stacey, Leon Haslam and Josh Brooks rounding out the top 10. Glenn Irwin in 11th ahead of Andrew Irwin, Kyle Ride, Danny Kent and Max Cook rounding out the runners and riders in the points there. So, championship standings then after race 2 at Brands Hatch. 6 races in, ladies and gents. We are leading this one by 7 points over Charlie Nesbitt ahead of Davey Todd. After that win, is now promoted to P3. Roy Skinner in 4th, Peter Hitman in 5th, John McPhee in 6th, Andy Owen in 7th, Storm Stacey in 8th, and Tommy Bridewell and Josh Brooks rounding out the order.